Vintage Market Days is returning to Lexington. The last time the city held that event was 2019, right before the pandemic.
Well, it is coming back to the horse park this weekend. New tonight, WKYT's Grayson Passmore shows us the impact the event has on small businesses.
It started as a passion project.
I've always loved thrifting, finding good deals, and then I decided to turn it into a full-time job about 2 years ago.
When Macy Gorsuch was home on maternity leave mid-pandemic, she started reselling vintage and secondhand home decor through social media at first. Then the dream took off and became Gorsuch Garage.
I didn't know at the time that it was going to be a full-time job, but then we moved to Lexington. We were in Nashville, moved to Lexington, and business just started growing because of markets like this, because of we have amazing customers here.
And Gorsuch Garage will be just one of 80 small or local vendors on display here in Lexington.
We are really looking forward to being able to just showcase so many small businesses after what they've gone through these last few years and be able to put them at the forefront in the spotlight.
A former boutique owner, Chelsea Taylor, used to be one of the many vendors at Vintage Market Days of Lexington. Now she's the owner and promoter. Like the rest of the world, the event was put on pause during the pandemic, but it's coming back to the Kentucky Horse Park this weekend.
Small businesses are the heart of communities. They're the ones donating to baseball teams, the dance squads. They're the ones that, are investing, and those dollars really go right back into it. And so it's extremely important. When you bless a small business with your purchase, you're truly blessing a family, an individual who gets to turn around and in turn do things for their family because of it.
In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
You can get your tickets for Vintage Market Days now or at the gate. It runs from Friday through Sunday. They're going to have everything from antiques and art to clothing, as well as food trucks and live music. And they're also supporting the Humane Society, and adoptable dogs will be at the events.